What's up, guys? I'm back for part 3. Once again, I want to apologize for having to split this up and having performance problems with my computer, but I am back for a really quick video. Now, first things first, how I had the delay, basically so that way they can't mash out of it, they have to basically wait. So I redid it. This is actually a little bit different from how I have on my main one. This is more updated and a lot better. So basically, I did it without recording it, but I'll go over it. You're going to want to do a set timer by function name. You're going to need either a function or a custom event, which I have here, which it's just really simple. It just sets the text finish. That way, when this gets called, it just calls startup, as long as it's true. And if it's not, it goes down here and does all this. But with this, because it's just setting it to true, so it'll already be true, and then it'll just call startup if the player, lets the dialog finish printing out without pressing enter or anything like that. So yeah, you're gonna have that. You need to promote it to a variable, and you're gonna come through here on the faults. You're gonna check and see if it's active, because if it's not active, which more than likely it won't, but just to be safe, we're just gonna run this timer again. We need to get the delay on next, whatever you have that set to. But if it is true, which it should be, you're gonna want to get time left, so that way we can restart this timer and then it'll call it again. I'm not sure if you can just directly plug this in. Oh, by the way, you have to clear this. You're gonna want to clear it and then reset it. You might not have to do that, but I'm doing it just in case. So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I can just directly plug this in or if it'll give me problems because I'm clearing it first. So just promote to a variable and hopefully nothing goes wrong. I haven't tested it, and there we go. So I'm pressing the enter button repeatedly, and it's not letting me mash through it, where if I had it off, it would just, you can instantly keep pressing enter and just fly through the dialogue. And if you don't want your player to be able to do that, then you're going to want to plug this in. Now, I must say, you can't have this at 0. Do not have this at 0. If you have this at 0, this function will never get called. For whatever reason, if you have it at 0, it's not going to get called. So if you don't, you want to ignore this step, you can just put something like that. Just be careful you don't have too many zeros there, or you'll cause an infinite loop. So just be careful with that. Now, the next thing, I had the set position, and I went ahead once again, whoops, and I'm going to close that. But oh, really quickly, just in case you forgot, we had this macro and it calls finish text, which calls this event. So in case you forgot, hopefully now you remember. So with this set position, you do find set render transform, and we're going to get the main box, basically this, where we have everything else inside. And now that I think about it, I could have probably just made this into a widget, and it might have worked better. But yeah, you're going to use set position. You're going to have all this. Write down these variables, or put this in on a selector through the position. So I might not be making sense, but I'm pretty sure you can figure this out for yourself. So okay, now the very last thing is doing animations, and I thought I made a space here. Now I'm going to play the animation before this. Hopefully it doesn't cause any problems. I don't think it will, but now we're going to make this into a function. But really quickly, let's go ahead and we'll set up the animations. Now what we'll do is, all we're going to need is one animation, and I'm just going to call it animation. And by the way, I noticed that I type really slow. Like when I'm recording, it feels like I'm typing really quickly, but I guess I'm typing slow, so sorry about that. It's me, it feels really fast, but anyway. So we're going to want to add a track, which is going to be main box. Basically, it's that where we're affecting everything. So we'll go find main box, and what we're going to do is set the transform. And then it should have translation. Yeah, and basically, I'm going to put this over. I usually do this over 1 second, and I'm going to delete these keyframes just to be safe. I don't think you have to do that, but anyway, so on the last frame, which I usually do 0 through 1, like I was saying, we just need the Y. I'm only going to do this on the Y-axis, so. And then we will just have it probably about right here, 155. I'll right there, that should be good. And it should go up, and you have your animation. Now on mine, I did, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. On mine, I have some transparency, which you can just add a track, but you have to add transparency for all three of these. The image, well, actually for the background, the image, and the two text blocks. So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to do that. I am in a hurry. Or not that I'm in a hurry, but it's a pain in the butt, honestly. So if you want to do it, you go ahead, and if you want to add more animations, just add animations. Now you might be wondering that I had two animations. If we go to the animation, the up down, which I probably should name that something else, but I'm gonna go ahead and close that. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you what you can do. You can make the second animation just do backwards, but there's a play reverse, and also we have this animation here. So there's a play reverse option, and we're gonna use that for playing it backwards. So really quickly, make a quick animation or a function. Call it play animation, and we will get this, and we will also actually I'm gonna have to we'll have to do this before. I just realized that. Sorry about that. We're gonna do this before. So now we're just simply gonna look up or type in play, and you get this play animation. Plug this in, and there you go. We have this, and you don't have to worry about target. See, we have forward and reversed. So playback speed, we're going to get the current dialogue, and we will break it, and we should have animation play speed, and we will plug that right in. Now, really quickly, and we're also going to need animation, but I'll take it from another struct. So we will remove animation. There we go. Now I'm going to copy this really quickly, and animation. Right. Now we have an animation. Actually, if you have more animations, you're going to want to use like a select. Maybe I'll go over that in another video, but because I only have one animation that I'm showing, so I'm just going to go over one, but I'm pretty sure you guys can figure it out on your own. So what we'll do is a select. Since there's only one animation, what we're going to do is we're going to have this. We're just going to plug it in, and if we're going up, we're going to play it forward, and if we're going down, we're going to play it reversed. And that's pretty much it. Now, there is one other thing, and basically, if we play it, actually, really quickly, let me set up an animation on here. So we'll go to animation, if I can find it. You can bring this over, and whoops, you can bring this over, and it kind of helps organize it a little bit better. But anyway, so we'll have up. Actually, really quickly, I just realized this. We need to have a none. I just realized that. I'm sorry about this. This is probably going to cause problems. Whoops. I saying whoops a lot. So let's hope we don't get any compile errors, and we do not. Cool. So I have this. So none. Don't. If none is called, okay. Well, actually, we'll have to do this. We'll get this and make sure it's not equal to none. So just do that. Plug it in. I know it's a mess, but I'm just gonna leave it for right now. Now, so we have the first one should be up, and the second one will be none as well. But the third one we're gonna want down. And I pray that this works, so I don't have to do any debugging, and it didn't work. And yeah, it didn't work. Maybe because I might be an idiot and forgot to plug it in. I always forget that. I make a function and then I forget to plug it in. We'll plug that in, and there it goes. It's kind of slow, but you're going to want to adjust the speed. I guess I could do that really quickly. I'll just set it to be half. So half the animation speed. But there is one other problem that you might want to fix, and I will show you. And I do recommend it. Oh, wow, it's even slower. Well, I messed that up. I think I'm dyslexic because this should actually be the other way around. It should be a higher value. So we'll try this again. There we go. So plays. I have to press enter, and then press enter again, and it's kind of messing up because I might have the position on these, I might not have these set up correctly. Yeah, so I'll just center this out for right now, because that's one of these, I believe, is causing problems. So we'll just center that out and hope it works. And whoops, that's not good. Oh, okay, yeah, now I remember. There's another problem, is that when we play animation, if it's the last one, then we don't want to play the animation until the animation is finished playing, basically, which is what I'm about to get into. We're going to go ahead and break this, make a custom event, and what did I name this? Setup, I guess just setup next. Man, I need to come up with better names. But yeah, we're going to need a custom event. Why is that not capital? That will drive me nuts. Wait, oh, I had it twice, jeez. And the darn double click isn't, I noticed it's been doing that lately in Unreal. You want to rename something. Anyway, so we're going to have setup next. You might be wondering why. What we're going to do is we're going to have a pull off and is valid, because we want to make sure this animation is valid. It's, being played. And if it's not, then we're going to call setup next. So from up here, because I'm lazy and don't feel like retyping it, so if it's not valid, just go ahead and recall it. But if it is valid, what we're going to do is a bind on animation finished. And when it's finished, there's a node called create event, and you search for it. We have setup next, so we're going to search for that. Setup next, if I can find it. There it is. And hopefully no errors. We press play. It's not even going to play until the animation is finished. So we already pretty much solved that problem. But there seems to be something going haywire at the moment. Oh, because also on none, we need to plug in setup next as well. So just plug that in, and that hopefully, crossing my fingers, that will fix the problem. Because I meant for this to be really quickly without any bugs or problems. And there's still a problem. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, there's no animation playing. Down, up, well, I meant for this video to go really smoothly, and I'm just running into problems. Oh, okay, I know why. Basically, because this is the last one, we're gonna want to wait, basically, because you don't want it to play immediately. You want it to wait because it's the last one in the index. So what we can do, really quickly, is as long as it doesn't equal none, which, by the way, you're probably gonna want the last one to equal none, but I'm gonna try and see if I can clean this. I'm in a hurry because I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm pretty sure you guys can keep up with me because, I'm really slow. So, what was I going to do again? And I suddenly forgot what I need to do again. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, so as long as it's not on none, and I'm going to just copy this. This is driving me nuts. So I'll plug this in, and there we go. Hopefully I plugged it in correctly. So now what we want to do is array get and the array length. I'm thinking array length -1, and check and see if they're equal. And really quickly, I'm going to do a branch just to debug this, and just do a string. Just call it, just put last, and plug them both in so we don't have any problems. That was a sharp S. Yeah, now I sound like a retard, but anyway. Okay, I think that's everything. Really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and just set this to be autoplay, so I don't have to keep mashing the enter button. So. That didn't work. Actually, let me play it again really quickly. Huh, it's not getting called at all. And my escape button stopped working. Well, that is weird. Oh, okay, I know why. Because I'm making sure. No, that's actually right. Now that I think about it, no, that's gonna cause problems. Geez, can't believe this. Well, this is not fun at all. And this, I need this to get called. Check and see if I'm on the last index. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get some water, but okay, so we won't do this. By the way, let me make sure this. Yeah, okay, I'm using the right variable. So we'll just get the. I think this. Split it really quickly, and we'll get the last index. And we will try this out. And it's okay. Yeah, I think I've seen it. I think it worked. So okay. So what we're wanting to do is if this is the last one. So we'll check. We'll make sure it's not the last one. But if it so happens to be the last one, then we're going to wait to play it. So we're basically what we need to do is on here, just do a branch and response to the variable is last. And the reason I'm kind of confused or not, thinking this through, is because on my system it's actually different. I have it set up. It's a little bit more complicated than this, and it's a little bit sloppy. So that's kind of why I'm trying it this way. I'm pretty sure this method will work. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to set is last to true. And then if it is true, then we're just going to play the animation. Play animation. And then this is going to be pretty sloppy, so you might want to close your eyes. But we will get current dialog. Whoops. Oh, I reordered that by accident. Darn it. So I can. Okay. So we'll get current dialog, get it, break it really quickly, and there is one thing is that this remove from parent. So we're gonna have to fix that in a second. Now that I think about it, but so all we're looking for is animation, and you know what? I was doing. We already know this is gonna be last, so I'm just gonna put it reversed. But you're gonna want to just plug this. How I have it here, you're gonna want to just set that up. So now let's try it. So far, so good. Well, that's not good. So far, so good. And then, okay, I think I know why. Jeez. We all, again, need to plug in setup. I keep forgetting that. Setup next. We need to call that. So we'll hit play. Cross our fingers once again. And it should go down. Okay, there we go. I pretty much already know it's working. We just have this remove from parent. I'm just going to put a delay. Actually, what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'll just put a delay on that. That should be fine. And then it should play. it's still going to be on the screen, so you're going to want to like hide it on your version. But so it should go down, but it didn't. It didn't. That's weird. Maybe because I have the play speed a little slow. Let's try that. And I'm gonna actually I'm not even gonna remove from parent, just that way we can avoid that for right now. And you can see, you know, the animation starting up is working. It's just we're having problems with it going down when it's finished. And it is not playing. It's not. Did I set this to true? The last. Well. Oh, I'm an idiot because it's on autoplay. That's why. So we're gonna have to do this again. Aye. Boy, talk about mistakes. Plug the. I know it looks like a mess. I'm still kind of in a hurry here. So plug that in. I wonder if that was the problem this whole time. Let's hope so. Okay, well, now we're having more problems. Well, let me turn off autoplay and see if that is the problem. So I'm pressing enter. Press enter one more time, and oh my god. We're still getting this problem. And I do not want to make another part because I'm going to have to factory reset my computer because it's having huge performance issues ever since I did that recording. So that's why I wanted to finish this really quickly and factory reset it. But I guess this is just going to be a long video about trying to debug this, figure out what's going on. I think that is the last thing I want to do. I just cannot figure out why this should work, how it's set up. I'm not going crazy, am I? Actually, okay. I do know how we can mine not finished. I do have an idea on how we can fix that remove from parent thing really quickly. We can just call setup from right here. So we'll delete this. Actually, we're going to need it. So I'll go back and plug this in. So if it's not the last thing, we'll run this. If it is the last thing, we'll wait until the animation is finished. Then we'll do a create event, and we will look for, I believe I called it setup. Yes, setup. So setup, there we go. Pile, press play, cross your fingers, it's working. I get a feeling you guys aren't crossing your fingers, and that's why it's not working. You guys need to cross your fingers. Joking. No, that's still not it. By the way, I'll set this to be one. It didn't, by the way, it didn't even remove itself from parent. That's weird. Did I not? Oh, I didn't plug it in. I didn't plug it back in, that's why. Okay. Try this again, even though this isn't going to fix it, I just want to see. Press enter. I keep forgetting to do that. And wow, I cannot. Why is it doing this? Okay, well, I'm gonna cheat here and see if this is the problem. So on index 2, it's the last one. So I'm going to cheat, hard code that, and see if that's the problem. Press enter. I keep forgetting. No, well, I cannot figure out why it's doing this. It should not be doing this. reversed. Yeah, dude, guys, I don't know why it's doing this. I'm pretty sure I can't think of anything that would be causing this problem. I mean, I have the right animation set up, everything. Press enter, I keep forgetting. Yeah, it should wait until it's finished. But it doesn't want to wait. No, I'm going to take off set position. I don't think this is the problem, but I'm going to, just in case. By the way, you know what? I need to have autoplay on. That's how I had it set up. And I'll be right back. Okay. Let's press play again. Did we fix it? Yeah, we did. There we go. So what the problem was is that besides me being an idiot, well, let me plug this back in. Let me see if this set position thing, because I sincerely hope not, because then we're going to have to do more debugging, and I do not want to fix that. And there we go. That was the problem. I didn't have this plugged in over here, so that was the problem. So there we go. We fixed it, sort of. And I'm actually going to reorder this. We should actually just put it right here. And I know it's a mess. It's just going to have to be like that because I'm in a hurry. This video is who knows how long it is. I never set a timer. We'll try it one more time on autoplay. Or on autoplay false. And I think everything is working. I think we got it. There we go. Yep. There we go. Figure that out. Gee, boy, what a headache. And there we go. There's only one more thing, and that I completely forgot about until right now, which is the set position, if I can find it. Set position. No, not position. I'm sorry about that. The set text. Now, like I said, I was going to show you. Basically, I'm going to leave this blank. So that way, say you have one character talking, it needs to be blank by them. Make sure it's blank. If you have just one character speaking, you don't have to keep setting the name or the color or even the image. So you don't have to keep doing that repeatedly, but I'm just going to do it with the name. So I'll show you that really quickly. So now, right now, if I hit play, my name's going to come up first, and then on the next one, nothing's going to come up. It's going to be blank. So what we're going to want to do is that basically, I'm pretty sure you understand. I'm just going to shut up. So now what we want to do is we have the current dialog, so we will get that current dialog, get it, break it, and we're going to check and see if this equals nothing. So we'll just make literal text and check and see if it equals nothing. So we're probably going to want to put this on a sequence. So sequence. So I'll bring this down here and bring this over here. Well, actually, I'll just copy this over here. So Control C, Control V. Does it equal nothing? Let me just organize it a little bit. Put a branch. Does it equal nothing? And if it does equal nothing, then we're not going to set it. But if it equals something, then we're going to change it. So that way, like I said, you don't have to keep resetting the name like every single index of the array that you add. So we'll plug in name, and there you go. That's basically, and plug this in. And that's basically how it's going to work. I'm not going to show you. Well, for color, is a little bit more complicated. You're gonna have, there is no like color equals color. At least I'm pretty sure there isn't. Yeah, there is nothing. You're gonna have to like break this and check and see if it equals, do all that. That's pretty much it. I'll plug this back in so that way you can see it working. And press enter, and it didn't work because, why is that? I gotta do some more debugging. Oh, you know what? I think I might have this backwards. Does it equal nothing? Or no? No, this should have worked. That's kind of weird. Once again, it should have worked. Oh, yeah. This is. I need to delete this. That's why it's overriding it. I think. I don't think that's a problem now that I think of it, but I will give it a try. And then plug this in. So press enter, and there we go. Now it's working. So you don't have to keep resetting your name. You're gonna have to do this you're gonna want to ignore the text box. So just don't do that. And then for image, just check and see if the image is empty, and if it is, then you do basically the same thing. So there you go. That is the end of this tutorial. Once again, I want to apologize for the performance issues, and then not being the best of tutors out there, but I'm trying. Now the other thing is, there's two things I'm considering doing, and obviously I don't get that many views, and nobody's even going to probably respond to this, but I'm just going to say it. I'm basically doing this for me. So what I was thinking, or let me let that finish up. Anyway, not what I'm thinking, but what I want to do is I would like to either do another advanced tutorial where it would be all in blueprints, and you know how in RPGs you have like several different options you can pick, and then the dialogue changes if you're talking to an NPC or something like that. It would change, and you can even have, I want to set up so that way you can loop it around if you wanted to, and it would save those events, whatever you selected. So if you want something where maybe an enemy, you can have a friend or a foe, and then if you don't also like a cheeseburger like the enemy does, he can hate you, or not hate you, I shouldn't say hate, but attack you for the rest of the game. Or if you do like the same thing as him, it would, you'd be friends with him the rest of, something like that. It saves a pretty advanced system. You'd have 4 options, and I'm thinking about doing that. Either that, or I want to do, Super Mario on the NES, like the original one. I want to like completely redo the game. Besides the levels, just do all the enemies, maybe just 1 or 2 levels, do all the enemies, all that stuff. I mean, I'm thinking about it. Or I said 2 options, or maybe do like a Tetris mobile game, just for fun. All 3 of these would pretty much be on the top of my head, as it'd pretty much just be for fun, not because I want to use it for something. But yeah, that's gonna be about it. We'll see. Like I said, I'm having performance issues on my computer, so I got to get that straightened out. And so anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I may or may not see you in the next video.